On February 10, 1980, 8-year-old Brian Ingram was vacationing with his family near Vancouver, Washington, when he discovered 3 packets of heavily damaged $20 bills. The family reported the discovery to the FBI, who identified the money as part of the ransom paid to plane hijacker D.B. Cooper 9 years earlier. The hijacking took place on the afternoon of November 24, 1971, on a Boeing 727 aircraft flying between Portland, Oregon and Seattle, Washington. A man identifying himself as Dan Cooper purchased a one-way ticket on the flight and took seat 18C near the back of the plane. He ordered a bourbon and soda while waiting for takeoff, and the plane departed as scheduled at 2:50 p.m. Shortly after the plane took off, Cooper handed a note to the flight attendant, Florence Schaffner, who initially assumed it was just the man's phone number and tucked it away in her purse. Cooper then leaned in towards her and whispered, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." Cooper then requested that Schaffner sit next to him, which she did. He showed her the interior of his briefcase, which contained 8 red cylinders wired together with a large battery. Cooper stated his demands as $200,000 in negotiable American currency, 2 primary and 2 reserve parachutes, and a fuel truck standing by on the Seattle runway to refuel the plane upon landing. At 5:39 p.m., the plane landed at Seattle-Tacoma Airport, where it was refueled, and the money and parachutes were loaded on board. At this point, the passengers were all released, and the pilot, co-pilot, flight engineer, a flight attendant, and Cooper himself took off again at around 7:40 p.m. Cooper directed the pilot to fly towards Mexico City at the minimum possible airspeed without stalling the aircraft, and instructed the entire crew to stay in the cockpit with the door closed, which they did. It's unknown exactly when it happened, but when the plane landed at Reno Airport to refuel a second time, Cooper was no longer on board. Over the years, a few clues have surfaced, including the money found by Brian Ingram, some paper scraps from the plane, and a possible piece of Cooper's backpack, but the remaining $197,200 have never been found. This is especially notable because the FBI had photographed all 10,000 bills before delivering them to Cooper to facilitate tracking of the money without marking the bills. So wherever the money may have gone, it hasn't been in circulation. Some point to this fact as evidence that Cooper had died while jumping from the plane, or possibly later on due to an injury upon landing, but no body has ever been found either. The FBI carried on an extensive search for years, but officially suspended their active investigation in July of 2016. The agency still welcomes any evidence that may emerge pertaining to the case, but for now, the whereabouts and true identity of D.B. Cooper remain a mystery. If you'd like to learn more about D.B. Cooper and other mysteries, I've included links below to videos and other resources. And if you like what I'm doing here and want to support me, please like, subscribe, and share on your social platform of choice. I post new bite-sized videos daily about mysteries, cryptids, aliens, and all things strange to kick off your day. See you tomorrow.